Hey guys, welcome back to the Crypto Wave. Let's do some updates. I know it's been a few days, but a lot of stuff going on just in real life. Even in this red market, I'm going to keep chugging through. I've been through a lot of these. Anybody who's kind of fearful, it's kind of what everybody was saying from the get-go. You got all these coins coming out with dogs and cats and frogs and NFTs and all these things that anybody can make money on in a market that's on the uptrend with all of these silly things, because you feel like the sky's the limit, and you throw money at things that you normally wouldn't, and you turn a profit, and then you want to chase that high over and over again. But in reality, the base or the bottom line is, as many bear and bull markets I've been through, you always got to make sure you have your hands, you don't overextend yourself, you don't have your hands in pots that you're not willing to hold on to even in these times of downturn. For me, that would be Bitcoin. That is the number one in juggernaut in my book. And I think that's going to be the market teller as things go up and down. That's going to be one that gets influenced the most. Ethereum, just because you can't beat number two. I also hold BNB. As you guys know, I'm really keen and I really love the BNB chain and just how it functions and all the DeFi stuff that's on it. Solana, I think, has a lot of good potential. It's got a lot of bad press recently just because it had some downtimes and things like that. But I do think there's some really solid projects on Solana. Obviously Tether, you want to tether things out. So I'm comfortable in the USDC aspect of Tether to hold my value while things are fluctuating. And there's a few other ones out there that I'll keep my hands in, but those are the ones that my goal is to always build and gain on. With that being said, there is still places to put funds and things to do. I'm a little more weary, just as everybody else would, because you can't just throw a bag of money at something and wait for it to 2x. You got to be a little more vigilant with it. There's a couple projects, and but anybody familiar with my channel kind of knows where I come from. A couple of the big ones, obviously, is Drip. I'm still in this one. I'm going to be in it. Sorry, my mouse is acting weird. There we go. I'm going to be in this long term. I'm in the long haul. I think it's downturning just like everything else is downturning, simply because this is what the market's doing, whether it be the world market, whether it be Forex, whether it be stocks, whether it be the NASDAQ, whether it be crypto. Everything is on the downturn. If you guys haven't heard, in the US, we're close to or may enter recession if we haven't so already. So just be vigilant, be wary, smart moves, don't rush, long-term game. That's all I can really say for that. With that being said, take your gains where you see fit. Everybody's individual situation is different. Don't listen to me or anybody else. You do what's best for you. You want to hold something that you think is going to turn around, even if other people are telling you it's crap, then so be it. If you don't want to hold something that everybody says is amazing, like myself with Bitcoin and all that kind of stuff, then don't do it. Everybody's individual. You do you. You do what's best for you. For me, I told you about the coins I'm going to be kind of trying to stack. Drip is still a big one for me. I think as this ecosystem kicks into gear and starts pushing forward, as well as the markets in general, I'm going to be set up for a good spot. The other one obviously being, shocker, Animal Farm. I know everybody who follows me, this is all I talk about all the time. But you know what? It's fun. I was actually intending, and I was actually working on videos on a couple different projects, but not a miss, it's the wrong term. It would be wrong for me to start trying to throw videos out, because even the most solid projects that I was going to throw out there, such as Across the Ages or Star Atlas or these other things that I'm in, you almost would do yourself a disservice trying to promote something in this market. If you guys want those videos, I'm more than happy to do so. But with everything on the downturn, even the most solid projects are going to be on the downturn as well. And so it makes no sense for me to start trying to talk about them so that you buy things not knowing the volatility that's happening. What I will say is the crypto market, just like other things, and it's funny, a lot of people that I work with and talk to, they always say, crypto's just another .com boom. And I say, yeah, it probably is. Because when on these downturns, all poorly run projects or poorly financed projects or projects that perhaps spent beyond their means, or projects that really just didn't have a good roadmap or even a good product that were just riding the hype, those are going to get phased out. You're going to see a ton of projects drop off the planet, just like the .com boom. When the .com boom came and burst, everybody thought it was this funny thing. Oh, you can buy rock.com or lamp.com or, all these different things. However, what people fail to tell you after that statement is, what does the world run on at the moment? The entire world is run on .com. It's run on the web. .net, .com, .us, whatever. The world is built. I mean, there's .coms that build .coms now, and that's simply because if you run a business or if you do anything and you don't have a .com, people don't want to hear it. So yeah, crypto may be in a .com boom, which means a lot of it. And I'm one to tell you, I think last time I looked at CoinMarketCap, there's, I don't know, 10,000 coins listed on there. I would say a good 85-90% of them are probably going to crumble, crap, or never come to fruition. However, just like the .coms, just like the Amazons, the Yahoos, the Googles, the AOLs, although that's kind of a mute point now, all these other big companies that came along, eBay, Facebook, all these are .coms that survived that market. And where are we at now? They're multi-billion-dollar companies, and they're huge, and the entire world is built on these .coms. So with that being said, try to have your hand in the right pot, the pots that you think are going to have a solid project. I have mine. As the market settles down a bit, I'll be more than happy to talk about some of the platforms that I'm in. But in the meantime, let's talk Animal Farm. This is one of the solid projects that I'm in. As you guys know, I'm still sticking to my original plan with the piggy bank. I've been claiming these. I'm about 12 hours out from the last claim that I did. But really what I wanted to show is actually the UI got updated. So all these farms are starting to come on here. And if you guys remember from the old farms over here, this was the old look of it. I'm waiting for the migration tool. He said he is going to put in a migration tool probably somewhere. What was it right here? This was the pigs one, but supposedly there's going to be a migration tool that's going to pull automatically all your funds that have been sitting over here. You're going to be able to pull these out and then push them over to the new one. And if you have not emergency exit, and if you haven't done anything to those funds, which I haven't, which may be to my detriment because I could have been mining elsewhere, even if it was $1 a day, I definitely could have been made a little bit. But if you did not pull those things out, when you do have that chance to migrate it over, it will move over without any of the fees being applied, which is huge. So with that being said, that is a big part of the UI update. The farms, there is going to be pools listed over here as well. Drip Garden still just links to the old one, which is still running. The last I looked, it was about 39 in the let's see where we're at. Still about 39, so it's hovering around there. It's not going up, not going down. I've been kind of doing a combination of planting and polling, to be honest with you, trying to prepare as much as this drip BUSD LP as I can get in order to plant that into the farm once it goes live here. So with that, there was also an announcement which I'm excited to see. I don't know what it'll be, but obviously he's the king of hype. But this was earlier today about 12:30 my time. We've determined what we're going to do for the dog staking. It's going to blow everyone's mind. Can't leak it yet though, but it's a really, really big deal. Interesting. Tomorrow I'll be making an announcement and some UI updates. That's pretty big. We'll wait for tomorrow. I have a ton of high quality interviews coming, which is good. Really with this, I see this as a good thing simply because when he starts kicking up those interviews and he starts talking on YouTubes and various things, that means that we're coming close to something getting launched here. And we've been getting promised with the dogs migration, all that kind of stuff, as well as the farms. And on here it does say, let's see, we have a strong concentration of promotion right before going live. And once we go live, we'll have 4 to 5 new products that are 100% complete. What are those products? Well, one, I would imagine, let's go through the list that he's been talking about. In actuality, you can go over here. So he talks about dogs crediting. He's going to talk about, I imagine those products are going to be the potential of this dogs and pigs game. I imagine it's going to be potential of that pig roulette thing he was talking about. I imagine it's going to be the farms, maybe a part of the scratchers or something. We'll see on that, although I think he said the scratchers was more like August. But anyways, yeah, so he's going to have 4 to 5 projects that are ready to rock and roll, which will be very, very exciting. That's going to be bullish. Unfortunately, pigs is still downtrending. It'd be ridiculous to think that this is going to be the only thing that goes up in an entirely down world market. So everybody cool your jets. My goal, as usual, is going to keep accumulating those as best I can through Pigpen, through the piggy bank, through the farm once it opens. So that's kind of the biggest news at the moment that I just wanted to touch base on, but I also just wanted to kind of let everybody know, don't stress it. This is just a time to lick your wounds, pull out of things that you knew were sketchy, Don't think you're going to be able to 2, 3, 4, 5x that shady little thing because your buddy told you to buy, you know, whatever, Beagle Inu or whatever it is. Be smart with where you're going. These markets, you know, this could be down for another year. It could be down for 2 years. The last bear cycle was pretty vicious. You know, there's still money to be made in those things, and it will, the light will come out again, whether it be you're in stocks, crypto, whatever the case is, the light will come back. It's just going to take time. And the world market needs to calm down on a lot of different aspects, as I'm sure anybody knows. So that is about all I got for now. I don't have anything to compound over here because I did it earlier today. Today's not Friday, so I'm not starting a new one, but I am set up for my next 20, which will be the next 2 weeks. My pig pen, I did deposit my last withdrawal over the weekend, so I threw those pigs in here, so that's why this is a little bit lower. Yeah. Oh, you know what I could compound is I do need to compound this. Let's go ahead and hydrate my drip over here. Let's confirm that. So we'll go ahead and hydrate that into my payout. And yeah, okay. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll try and keep it wrapped up there. Those are my quick little updates. Nothing crazy on top of that. I will keep these videos pumping out. I am on my work week at the moment, unfortunately, so they might be a little sporadic. But if anything major comes along, I will keep you guys posted. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.